I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Flagler Beach is getting $150,000 from the Flagler County Tourist Development Council to make major repairs to dune walkovers that were destroyed by Hurricanes Matthew and Irma. City Manager Larry Newsom says the beach is a major tourist attraction for the county.
To keep the beach functioning so those people that want to come to it have a good time. It's been challenging. We all know that with 2 hurricanes.
But probably the biggest tourist attraction is the A-frame, and the bulk of the funds will go towards repairing that iconic structure.
It's been taking a beating even before I got here. So the bolts that hold it up obviously are going to be very important. A lot of them are rusted, and the roof itself took a little bit of damage from the hurricane. We're going to fix that. Is it going to take care of 100% of what they recommend to the A-frame? The answer is no, not with 150, but I'm going to see if I can find some extra cash to add to it.
The money comes from Council's Capital Projects Fund. The Council also gave $5,000 to the National Christian Athletic Association for their Fall Golf Championships and $39,000 to Triple Crown Sports.
This portion of Flagler's Morning Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Save time, money, and stress. Daytona Beach International Airport, it's just plain easy.
A Mondox man will be sentenced next month after a jury found him guilty of attempted first-degree murder and aggravated battery in the shooting of his ex-girlfriend. John R. King reports.
The jury deliberated just under 2 hours before returning its verdict Friday against 31-year-old Jonathan Canal in the 2014 shooting of 29-year-old Tiffany Norman in their trailer. The decision brought to an end a 5-day trial in which his defense tried to say Norman had attempted suicide, but testimony and evidence indicated Canal delayed care for Norman after shooting her, dumping her body in a bathtub, and then hurrying around to try and clean up the blood. The jury asked to again view an 11-minute body cam video from a Flagler County Sheriff's deputy from the night of the shooting, which showed a near catatonic Norman bleeding while sitting on the front steps of the trailer. The jury then went back in to deliberate before returning their verdict. He faces mandatory life in prison when he is sentenced November 29th. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
If you can't get to the polls, don't worry. You can still vote in the general election. Tony Magoo has more.
Early voting in Flagler County starts today. Now, to sort everything all out is Katie Lenhart, the Flagler County Supervisor of Elections. Katie, we've been told that you are setting records already.
And a record, actually, for our county. We've mailed out 17,200 vote-by-mail ballots for this election, so that's a brand-new grand total for us. But we've already surpassed the 2016 presidential general election cycle with our vote-by-mail request.
What about the where and the when?
So the early voting will be at the same locations as the primary. We have the Flagler County Public Library, the Palm Coast Community Center, and also here at the elections office in Bunnell. Those 3 locations. The hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, and that includes weekends, for the next 13 consecutive days, so the October 22nd through the 3rd of November.
Katie, is there any place that our listeners can find a sample ballot?
FlaglerElections.com. I really encourage everyone to get a hold of that sample ballot, read the amendments before you go to vote.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
A reminder, you can get to know your government in Bunnell. They're hosting a meet and greet at 6:30 p.m. tonight in the Chambers Meeting Room at City Offices on West Moody Boulevard as part of Florida City Government Week. It's a chance for you to get to know members of the Commission, and city staff will be on hand to help answer questions and let you know how you can get involved in your local government. If you plan on sticking around, the City Commission's regular meeting is immediately following the meet and greet at 7 p.m. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.